Life of a hard gainer. I'm tall, I'm going bald. I can't put muscle on. It's tough going. Good evening. So I've been up since 4:50 this morning. It's now just gone 9 o'clock at night. It's been a long day, but here I am grinding out another video, a bit of content, and just updating you on, well, how I'm planning to build muscle, I guess. So let's crack on with this video and I'll show you what I'm doing. So before we get started, I'm going to just say that I know that building muscle is mostly done in the kitchen. The gym is only a small percentage of building. Having the right diet, getting the right protein, the right carbs, the right calories, whatever, is vital to building muscle. I get that. So I'm planning on doing lots of videos of food prep, making food, making meals, mostly around like lunch meals. For my protein, tracking my macros, but I want to do it on a budget. I see a lot of videos on YouTube and social media of influencers, male, female, whatever, that share their food regimes. You know, they're making things in the kitchen, chopping stuff up, putting these ingredients together, and their budgets are endless. In reality, for the average person, that's not the case. We are on tight budgets, and that's where I want to kind of put my emphasis into what I'm doing. That it's going to be on a budget. We're going to hit the right protein still. We're going to hit whatever macros you're chasing. There'll be variations to what I'm doing. So if I use normal pasta, you can use whole grain pasta. If I'm using cream cheese, you can use cream, you can use sour cream, creme fraiche. There will be different ways of doing what I'm doing. And I will say, like, this is what you could do as an alternative, depending on what your goals are. And I think that's important because it's okay having this set meal, but you also need to know if I or you can change it so you can get what you need out of the meal. And that's important. So I'm going to work to a budget. I'm going to hit the protein numbers that I need, but I'll also give you other ideas to how to adapt what I'm making. So as an example, if I'm buying chicken, if I spend £4 on a pack of chicken breasts or whatever type of chicken I pick up, I will make sure that lasts for at least 3 or 4 meals. So if you're spending £4, that would then go £1 per meal. And obviously when you add the other ingredients, I want to try and keep it as cheap as possible, but I don't want to neglect what we're doing. Now, anything, no matter what the quality of food, can taste amazing if you season well, and that is always the key. You never hear about this, but you need to season. Like, it doesn't matter if you throw pepper, salt in there. There's a whole wide range of herbs and spices you can use, and if you buy dried herbs and dried spices, which is nothing wrong with that because I use those because obviously they last a lot longer, you buy it once and it will last a while. And it's minimal impact to how much you're going to spend per meal. But saying that, I did do a video a couple of days ago with a salmon dish. That bucks the trend I'm going with because that was expensive. Salmon is expensive. Salmon's nice, but it's expensive. There are better alternatives to salmon, especially if you're after protein, because there's better foods with higher protein numbers. But I wanted to just try something very quick, and that's what that dish was. I had that ready in 15 minutes. Cooking the pasta was the longest thing in that meal, and that takes about 15 minutes. Unless you like it a bit al dente, it could be quicker, but 15 minutes was the maximum. So quick and easy. Now what I should have done with that meal was I should have spread it out between 2. I was being a fatty and had it all in one go. But obviously if I did have it between 2 meals, the numbers that I put up on the video for protein, carbs, fat, etc. and calories would have been half for the meal. So if you're really trying to push certain numbers, you need to decide whether to half it or to go for the full meal. It's entirely up to you what you do. going forward, I would probably half it and then get protein elsewhere. So a protein shake would probably be a quick fix. If it was about 56, 58 grams of protein in that salmon dish, I would have halved that. I could have made the rest up with a protein shake, and then still had food over for another day. So, live and we learn. But that was a trial run, just a practice. So, anyway, over the last week or so, I've been learning a lot from YouTube, watching a load of videos, and one of the things that I see most of is obviously jacked guys, girls that are so incredible to look at, and you think, will I ever get there? And they're giving advice, and they're giving you great advice, but they've already got the body. And you look at that, and you're looking at something that's going to be unrealistic for a long time. So trying to find people in my situation, so pushing late 30s, hard gainer, is quite tough. On the other side of the spectrum, overweight people that lose a lot of weight and shred and look fantastic. You see a lot of that, and it's incredible. You know, they're inspiring people, and I love watching those videos. But this end of the spectrum is a bit harder to see. You don't see as much of it, and that's where, if anyone knows anyone that's gone from being a bit older, skinnier, hard gainer, or skinny fat or whatever, and has built good muscle, naturally, it has to be natural. We're not doing steroids, we don't do any sort of drugs. They need to shoot them this my way. Let me know who they are so I can learn from them and, study. Because there's just not many out there. At least in the time I've been looking on YouTube, I found nobody. But, we're working with what we've got. I'm following Jeff Nibbard for his advice, mostly because it's natural. I like the science element. Obviously, he's got a big following. I know there's controversies around him. I know a lot of people don't like him, but he doesn't use drugs, and that's a big one for me. And he just gives humble advice, and I like that. If someone's being humble with the advice they're giving, and they want people to bet themselves, that's what I'm about, and that's what I want to see. I don't care about what other people think about him. This is what I think about him, and the followers that numbers that follow him back that up. So I've taken his training regime. I've not done any editing to it at the moment. I'll go through what it is. There are things on there that I've never tried before, and that's what's exciting. I did a quick workout yesterday. I filmed a few bits. I did RDLs for the first time in a long time. And my God, my hammies felt it today. And that's a good thing, because it shows I had a good workout and heavy progress. I haven't had that sort of thing in any part of my body in a while, which goes to show, one, I'm not pushing myself hard enough. Two, I'm not training anything different where I should be. I'm doing the same thing over and over again, so that'd be kind of three. And it's got to stop. Need to start pushing myself, need to start adapting, need to start changing, mixing things up a little bit. And that's what I'm doing. So instead of doing my push-pull leg kind of days, I'm going with what I've put down here. And there's a lot of information I've recorded. I say a lot, it doesn't look like a lot because there's 2 pages here, but there's a lot. Workout number 1, day 1, will be squats, will be incline bench, will be leg curl, will be lat pull down, easy bar, bicep curl, and hanging leg raise. Now, squat, incline bench, leg curl I do a few of, and I don't do easy bicep curl, I do straight bar, so we change up to the easy bicep curl, which is pretty better on your arms anyway. I do a lot of lat pull downs, but I don't do any hanging leg raise. So that's going to be a bit different for me, so I need to start adapting that to the routine. So as you can see, there is no set kind of like, this is leg day, this is back day, this is bicep day, this is all body. And that's what every day is all body, but it's targeting different muscles over the different days. So you're not working like biceps every single day. You're not working your hamstrings or your calves or whatever every single day. It's all different. Workout number 2 is bench press. My bench press number is actually not great. I think I'm hitting about 90 kilos. So I need to kind of improve on that. In fact, it might be less than that, to be honest. Yeah, it probably is less than that. It might actually be about 75 actually. I need to double check. I'm doing cable fly, RDL, which obviously I gave a little test run yesterday. Chest support row. That's basically where you've got your chest against the padding and you're pulling the row back. I do that already actually. I do a variation of that where I'm doing one arm so one arm for 10, the other arm for 10. But I'm going to mix it up where I'm going to do one arm for 5, one arm for 5, then both for 10, or along those lines. Arnold press, which I kind of do anyway. Tricep press down with one arm. So I do that sometimes as well. So just putting the cable back, and a Smith machine shrug, which we've got a Smith machine now at my gym, which is great. I don't do enough shrugs. In fact, I don't do any shrugs really. So that'd be good to do as well. Workout day number 3 will be weighted pull down. Weighted pull up. Get that right. I've never done that before. I do pull ups, not many. So I'll start with just body weight and then see if I can add to that at some point. Humble row, which is, so I'm trying to remember these, where you're on the bench and you're kind of, the bench is in an inclined position and you're over it. You put like a towel or something on the top so it's protecting your chest and you're doing your kind of row that way. Leg press, there's 2 different types of leg press machines at my gym. One where you're sitting down and you're pushing away from the plate. That's good because you're pushing your body weight as well. But I think I prefer the other one where you're laying back and you're pushing the plate away from you. That's probably a better one, so I'll be doing that one. Calf raises, we don't have a calf raising machine. I could do that as a variation on the leg press. Cable upright row, I love the cable machine. They're fantastic, so we'll do that. And hammer curl, I do variations of hammer curl, so hammer curl will be on that day. Workout number 4, we've got reset deadlift. So it's a deadlift where you drop the weight and then pick it back up again, but you don't bounce off the floor. You put it down so it stops and then back up again. A lot of people do a deadlift where they bounce it up off the floor, so the momentum from the bar is that when the plates are hitting the floor and come back up again, you get that momentum. This isn't that, it's a reset weight. On the floor, touches the floor, stops and comes up again. Weighted dip, I don't do enough dips, so I'll do body weight first and then add weight at some point. Leg extensions, lat pull down, but I can't remember what he called this one, but it's basically a lat pull down, but one arm at a time. Had a name for it, can't remember it, but I know it when I see it. Face pull, overhead extension, and Egyptian lateral raise. And that goes between the legs. I tried that. There's a video, I'll show you the video right now of me doing that. Actually quite like this. Didn't know what it was. Actually works quite well. So yeah, big fan. Workout 5, overhead press, lateral raise, seated cable row, leg curl, DB concentration curl. So that's dumbbell concentration curl. So I do that anyway, but I do it with a bar. Cable crunch, don't do those, so start doing those as well. Calf raise again and push-ups, so body exercise there. That is not set in stone, that will all adapt, but that is far different to what I do right now. And when I say far different, I mean it's completely different. So this I'll be tracking for about a month and we'll see how we get on. I'll do a quick photo shoot, whatever, what my body looks like on Monday prior to starting this routine, which starts Monday. Looking forward to it. That's that. Things that I definitely will adapt to that is there is a lack of arm exercises and a lack of shoulder exercises. I will want to incorporate more of those because I love doing bicep workouts, and shoulder workouts, they've been a tough one for me for the last year because I had an injury from somewhere online that was kind of making it really difficult to do any sort of movement like that. That's kind of past now, so I want to try and incorporate a few more shoulder exercises to strengthen those up. What is evident is that I've dabbled in the gym for the last 3 years, and that's been what it is. I've dabbled, and it's not been good enough. There's no progress. My weight hasn't changed. The definition in my muscles is still lacking, and it's time to change that. I'm educating myself, I'm working hard, and that's the whole idea of doing all of this that I'm doing. This year, I'm going to make that right change, and I want to feel the burn after a gym session. I don't. I go in the gym, I do my workouts, I leave, I'm just like, well, job done. See you tomorrow, basically. That's not going to be the case. I want to feel the burn. I want to push myself as hard as possible because it's basically now or never. I'm at the peak of where muscle is going to develop a bit easier. I mean, it's not. I mean, you can get pretty past that, to be honest. I mean, I'm pushing towards 40s. It gets harder, but I'm still going to try and do my best and prove it can be done, especially as a hard gainer. Not much more I can add, to be honest, to this. So it's getting more tracking. I'm tracking everything, tracking my macros. I'm going to be tracking the gym routines. I start my challenge tomorrow, my 10-month challenge. So that's going to be all about, again, discipline and habits, like my running. So it's side planks first. Can't wait. Hate side planks. Hate planks. So yeah. And burpees. I'm looking forward to when burpees come up. That starts tomorrow. So if you're joining me in that, let's enjoy the ride. I could talk for much longer, but most viewers have probably dropped off by this point. If you are still here and you have watched from the first minute to here, I do appreciate you. I really do. And thank you for coming along with it for me in this journey. If you are starting a fitness journey, if you're in a fitness journey, I'd love to hear about it. Drop me a comment, drop me a message, whatever. Follow me on social media, let's talk. Let me know how you're getting on. Show me some pictures, like before, afters. I'd love to see what you're up to. Really would. And if you're a hard gainer, especially, let's do this together. And if you, like I say, if you know anybody as well that's already done all this and has got progress and has got something to show, I'd love to know who they are. YouTube is a massive place. There is so many people out there that I'm never ever going to see. But it's with the help of you guys that I could see these people that, they're off my radar, but they could be on my radar. So let's get them, let's see what they're up to. But, most importantly, it's us. I want to help people, I want to inspire people. And, if you're in a journey, I'd like to be inspired by you as well. That's what it's all about. It doesn't have to be about the person down the road that's got 3 million subscribers. It could be the person over here that's got 2 subscribers that's absolutely grinding their hard, that needs appreciation. That I want to see what they're doing. I want to be part of that. Like I want you to be part of what I'm doing. But anyway, I'm just talking and talking and talking. My voice is starting to go croaky. I need a drink. Staying strong. So I leave it there. Again, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it, I really do. And I'll see you soon. See you later.